What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm buying Life is Strange Remastered and why you should too. Now, this is my series where I take a look at something upcoming, a movie, a game, and I talk about if I'm getting it, if I'm not getting it, if I'm waiting on it, and why. It's kind of like a preview-like series on it, and Life is Strange is up next. So, this game, again, comes out February 1st. It comes out pretty much everywhere. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch even, PC, obviously. So it's coming out everywhere, and this is one of those kind of weird examples, I guess, of why it's so easy why I'm getting it. It's because I already technically own it. So I bought and I don't even remember because all these games have like 50 different versions of themselves. Life is Strange True Colors, when that came out in September, there was the deluxe version or whatever it was, where you could buy the game as well as Steph's DLC, as well as Life is Strange Remastered. And that's the one I did. I believe it was $80 or $90, and you get it all. So the game is, it's kind of in my possession. Technically, it's not, though, right? I have to wait till February 1st. Now, that's if you bought that deluxe bundle. And again, you're paying for more than just that. Now, if you're buying this separately, it's $40. So it's $40 to get Life is Strange Remastered. If you don't do it that way, or again, you could have gotten it cheaper if you bought the deluxe edition of True Colors. So for me, it's quote unquote free, but it's not. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I think, well, one of the first negatives, and maybe the only negative thing I even have to say about it, is I don't think the remaster is like the greatest remaster of all time. Yet again, it's not also the oldest game of all time. Remember, there was kind of controversy online when the first trailer for this came out that it just didn't look all that amazing, and even kind of like the engine shift of what this game is now using, it put people off. Basically, that's what I'll say. Now, to me, well, that's the internet's opinion. For me, I didn't think it was as bad as I saw some people say, but I definitely don't think it was like the greatest thing of all time. But to me, really, I'm just kind of wanting to go back in it. I don't actually replay many games. I should say that out loud very, very early. It's actually pretty rare that I go back and replay or even rewatch a lot of things. Life is Strange I have, though. I think I've played Life is Strange 3 times all the way through the first game. Before the Storm, I've only played once. Life is Strange 2, I've only played once. So I'm looking forward to going back into Before the Storm, and I'm looking forward to going back to Life is Strange. That's primarily the main reason. Yes, it's got like a new gloss to it, a new glow of how it's going to look, and I do think, as we've seen a little bit more of it, and when I'm recording this, we haven't seen like a lot. Like, I would prefer, and look, the game's been out for like 7 years now. I would kind of be fine with just give us like a 30-minute segment of any of the episodes. If you want to start with episode 1, or you only want to do episode 1, that's cool, or even Before the Storm, episode 1, but just give us like a 30-minute, this long gameplay thing. Get your community manager to talk over it, whatever you want to do. And I'm not, that's not making fun of anybody, but literally just do it and just show us. That way we can see not just cutscenes, we can just see, minute-to-minute gameplay, walking around Arcadia Bay, walking around the school, just, what it looks like. Obviously for a game that is a remaster like this, a more, I would say, deep cut kind of game. I love it. Life is Strange is one of my favorite games of all time, the first season. And it did sell reasonably well, even back then. That's why it's become, a series, but it's not like the biggest thing of all time. So I think people are either just going to support this just to do it, right? Just because this is another opportunity to go back in, or I guess you do always get this with remasters. This is your chance that if you missed the first time, you're in it now. So for those people, and I stand by this, and I think this is a valid, fair point, like the remaster element does need to be strong, because again, like, you're going to get people like me that just throw money at it no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, in fact, when the game came out physically, remember, it was only digital at first, then it came out physically, and you could buy, and you can get like the soundtrack to it. I did that. So I had like that version of it. So I bought the game twice back in the day just to kind of support the thing. Not everybody's like me. In fact, very, very few people are like me. And I, by the way, I don't do that for many games in the first place. But you're going to have those people, and people that just replay it to relive the memories, which is a big reason why I'm doing it. But if you're going to have people doing it for the first time ever, that remaster, you really need to, bring it up to current times. It's not a remake. It didn't release this year. It's not releasing this year. But you got to have that polish on the base game, which that has been the more iffy thing, which is disappointing because, again, that's what people that have never played it before, that's what they're going to be looking for. You know what I mean? So hopefully they can nail that. But I'm very excited to play it. It sucks when it comes out. We have Dying Light 2 just a few days later. Then we have like Elden Ring and Sifu and Horizon, all of these games in February. I mean, it's going to be tough to play this game, especially when it's maybe Life is Strange is around a 10-hour game. Each episode is around 2 hours. You can stretch it a little bit more. And then Before the Storm is around 2.5 or 3 hours. So you're really looking at almost a 20-hour thing. If you're going to play all 5 episodes and then all 3 episodes of Before the Storm, that's a bit if you're going to then play Dying Light a couple days later or whatever. But like I said, I think the main people this is playing for is the Life is Strange crowd. Hopefully it gives it a kick. I'm hoping that this spins the next game. Maybe you go back to Max and Chloe or just Max, or maybe you have another spin-off game where it's like Max. I just want to see your back, basically, is all I'm saying. I love Max. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Make sure you're all subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. All of my social media is in the description if you guys want to check those out. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.